And here's the box that the TrekPow jump starter comes in. So let's see what's inside. So you get a really nice case that holds everything. You get the jump starter. You get the smart clamp plug with the cables attached, positive and negative. You get the wall charger to charge up the jump starter. You get a micro USB cord, and you get a USB-C charging cord. And the TJ2500 has some good specs. With the lithium batteries, it can start up to a 9-liter gas or 8-liter diesel engine. The capacity is 1800 milliamp hours, starting current 1000 amps, peak current 2500 amps. It has an IP68 waterproof rating. That means it's sealed from dust and it will be protected in water up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. And when using the micro USB port, it takes 6 to 7 hours to fully charge it. And now let's look at the actual jump starter. On this end, it has a dust cover. Under the dust cover there are 2 quick charge USB 3 ports. You can charge 2 devices at once, like a couple of phones or whatever you have. This is where the smart clamp plug goes in. That's the USB-C charging port and a micro USB charging port. Those are both used to charge the power pack. The USB-C port is a little faster. That's more of a quick charge port. It has a flashlight. Push the power button, and if the jump starter is fully charged, all 4 of these LEDs light up. Otherwise, it's 25%, 50, 75, and 100% charged. If you push and hold the power button, then the flashlight comes on. Push it again and it blinks, and push it again and you get a strobe effect. Push it again and it's off. Now we get to try it out. At the time I was making this video, I didn't have any actual dead batteries to jump, which I guess is a good thing. But in order to test it and demonstrate to you how it works, I'm just going to disconnect the positive red cable from the battery on my car and hook the red clamp from the jump starter to that red cable. So I'm disconnecting that positive red cable from my battery. Got it loosened up, so I'm just going to pull that off. So the red clamp on the jump starter will go here, and the black clamp will be attached over here on the negative terminal of the battery. I've got the jump starter out. And first we're going to test to see how much charge is in the jump starter. This is the power button. Press that and I see 4 LEDs lit up. Each LED is 25%, so you want to see at least 3 LEDs lit up. And I've got all 4. It's fully charged. And now I'm going to hook up the smart clamp plug to the actual jump starter. And you can't plug this in wrong because the plug only goes in one way, because this edge is kind of squared off. So with the dust cover removed, we're going to plug this into the jump starter. The LED on the plug is flashing red and green, so that means it's ready. So now we're going to hook it up to the car. I'm going to connect the red clamp of the TrekPow jump starter to the positive cable on my car. Of course, if it was an actual jump start situation, it would be connected onto the battery. So now we're going to do the negative cable. It has a built-in 30-second timer, and you have to attempt the jump start within that 30 seconds, or else it'll time out and you'll have to disconnect the cables and start over again. So the cables are connected, it's flashing red and green, and it's kind of clicking and chiming, and that means it's ready to go. It worked. And as soon as it starts, remove the cables. But if it doesn't start the first time, just pull the plug out, wait 30 seconds, and try again. I've got a 3.6 liter engine here, and it started it with no trouble at all. The LED can also indicate other things about the jumper too. If you get a solid red light, that means the cables are connected wrong. You probably have the positive connected to the negative to the positive, or the cables are connected to each other. If it's a solid green light, that means it's actually in the process of doing a jump start. A slow flashing red light means that back charge protection is active and that the battery voltage is 12.6 volts or more and doesn't need jumped. A quick flashing red light means that the cable temperature is too high or the jump starter voltage is too low to work. And the TJ2500 has all kinds of protection to keep bad things from happening during the process. It has short circuit protection, high and low voltage protection, overcurrent protection, reverse charge protection, reverse polarity protection, overheat protection, and overloaded protection. So with all that built in, you shouldn't have to worry about anything going wrong during the jump start process. The TrekPow TJ2500 was very easy to use. I was really impressed with that. It takes very few steps to jump start a battery using this. I only have one minor complaint about this device, and that's that the LEDs that show the power level are kind of dim. They're kind of hard to read in direct sunlight. So if you're out under the hood using this, you may have to cover it with your hand to be able to read it, or get back in the car to see how much you have. But that's pretty minor. I would have preferred a bright digital readout to show an exact percentage of charge, but with everything else this can do, and that it does well, that's a very small complaint. I would definitely recommend it to you. I'm glad I've got it. I'm going to keep it in this vehicle all the time. If you're in the market for a portable jump starter, this is a great one.